Hey there, future weirdo. You're kind of late, and that's completely understandable. I was up anyway. My cats are restless. So I was up, and so I decided to come in here and visit you um, and talk about prison because why not? So, you know how we've been going over this document of the grossness of Fulton County Prison in Georgia, right? He's not okay. Anyway, there's a whole scathing report on this place. So I've been going through it. I've been trash talking. Um, a lot of the stuff that I've been trash talking are literally prison things from the Northeast because I did my prison time in the Northeast, which is a lot different than the Southeast. And I understand that, but I also am under the impression the prison rules are universal. Um, so I was pretty sure prison rules are universal. So, um, I'm not exactly sure why the rules here in Fulton County are different. Well, right, why the rules there in Fulton County are different because I'm not in Georgia. Again, like I said, people like me should not go there. Not because I'm white, just because I'm outrageous. If you can't tell by my morning videos, I'm extremely outrageous. But I'm supposed to be live in a few places, but I don't know if I am or not because um well some I gotta double check. I don't even know how to check. Well, at least on Facebook. I don't know how to check on Facebook. And I kinda also don't know how to check on my computer if I'm live or not. Oh, okay. I am live here on YouTube. Oh shit. What just happened? I don't know what just happened. Please give me a second. Oh, duh. That's what happened. I know what happened. I know what happened. I am very much aware of what happened. Now on Facebook, oh, I am also live on Facebook. Although I'm, am I? Okay. Huh. I don't know how to, I don't even know how to share this. Well, I don't know. I hope other people can see it because it's definitely live on my Facebook and on my YouTube. So, I don't I don't know which one to look at now. How do you do? Where's the live chat? Oh, there it is. I want to join the conversation. I can't even see my live chat, and my phone is dead, so I don't know how to see it. Is there a way to pop it out? Maybe I can pop it out. Pop out chat. There we go. Now I know how to handle my life, right? Uh, yeah, now I do. Okay. Okay. So now we are going to go ahead and read this document. Fulton County Jail, I think. Okay, let's see. There we go. Ow, did you hear that? That was my foot. That was definitely my foot. Okay, this is what we read the other day. And this is where we are today. Okay. So, this is called Civil Rights Violations Identified. Dun dun dun. This is what you get for being bad guys. Alleged bad guys. Okay. We find reasonable cause to believe that Fulton County and the Sheriff's Office violate the constitutional and federal statutory rights of people incarcerated in the Fulton County Jail. Okay, this absolutely, right? If somebody has been in that jail for over fucking 600 days, it's a violation of the actual prison rules. Because you are not supposed to be in county anything over 5 years or over 2 years. Yep. Okay. And this one says protection from harm. Okay, I heard this part is really gnarly. So we're going to try to use as much word magic as we can because, again, I heard this was pretty gnarly. So, light your joint. Let's go. The Fulton County Jail does not adequately protect incarcerated people from a substantial risk of serious harm from violence of what the fuck? Oh, man. Okay. So they cannot help them from substantial risks of serious harm from other incarcerated people. Violent acts by the inmates include homicide, stabbings, sexy time that's forcible, people with serious mental illness, people identified as gay or transgender. That part I kind of don't believe. Unless they were in there for some dirty dog shit. Because if you are any of those things, you are valuable to another inmate. You know, because pimping ain't easy, so it's hard to get people to pimp in there. All right, let's see. People with serious, okay, and young people are particularly vulnerable to violence, poor supervision, classification, jail maintenance, contraband control, and investigations. Okay, and investigations into this shit. The jail exposes incarcerated people to extreme violence and the risk of serious harm. I heard about this before. Dustin told me in Mangel they let inmates out at the same time as pedos to see how bad you can hurt them in a set amount of time. Something like that. In the place called Gladiator Prison. Here in Ohio. It's called Gladiator School. But there's also one in Michigan. That's kind of like that. But I'm telling you, like I was in prison and I was in prison with some catty ass bitches. And again, the only prison fight I was in, it was me that literally got beat up. I was the only prison fight the whole time I was in prison. So, and men are not as emotional as women, so I don't understand how it's so emotional in boy prison where boys go around acting like females on their period. Like like there's no reason. But okay. Okay. Killings and stabbings and forcible assaults are common in jail. In less than 24 hours in 23, at least 7 people were stabbed, one was killed. The violence has spanned over 5 units and 3 floors. The only jail building that I've ever seen that's been like uh, uh um a high rise or whatever was the 2020 building in Cincinnati, the juvenile hall. They had you on multiple floors. So I'm not exactly sure. Okay. Uh, on the 3 floors. It started at 11:30 p.m. when officers discovered that people from one housing unit opened their zone door and entered another zone to assault people. Jumpsuit Pablo talked about this one time. There was a young guy from a different gang that the old men in his gang were cordial with the other gang, and he went in there and beat them all up, doing the same thing, switching housing units. Jumpsuit Pablo did say that happened in South Carolina, or was it North Carolina? I think he's from South Carolina. I don't remember. I quit kind of watching him after the Kiosk Kristen thing. But anyway, he said that did happen. And the next day at 2:21 p.m., an officers heard screaming coming from restrictive housing on the 7th floor. He found one incarcerated person with blood on his shoulder, and a second incarcerated person on the floor in a pool of blood. That person died from a lot of stab wounds. The locking mechanism for the doors in that unit had been broken, and while officers tried to secure the scene, incarcerated people kept trying to assault each other. One incarcerated person had to be treated for exhaustion, and almost simultaneously at 2:26, a sergeant found another man with blood on his face and chest in another unit. The victim required emergency medical transport for multiple puncture wounds to his face and back following an attack. See, that's just too much. Why do you got to do that? You're not proving a point. You're just being stupid. Why would you do that? What was the point of that? You stabbed him in the face. Yeah, you didn't do anything, though. See, what is the kind of stupid shit with that? Hey, let me stab you in the face because I can't do the damn job. So I'm going to stab you in the face. And that doesn't do nothing but give him time out of the jail. What? You're dumb. You're not proving anything. Okay. Um, at 9:15, an officer tased someone to break up a fight. Medical attention for taser deployment was delayed because the jail was overwhelmed with stretcher calls. See what I'm saying? Why are these men acting like females on their period? For not emotional people, you men are very emotional for no reason. Like, seriously, if a women's prison can be cordial, then a man's prison should be able to be like that because women are way more emotional than men. You guys are supposed to be, you know, the ones with um there's nurturing and then the other thing, and the men are the ones that have that the intelligence. You guys got the intelligence brain, and women got the emotional brain. But you can tell that by these men's prisons. You guys are way too fucking emotional for no reason. Ew. This coffee's so gross. We're not drinking that anymore because that's really gross. We're going back to our soda. From 2022 to present, 6 incarcerated people have died in violent attacks at the jail. Only 6 people? That's not so bad. I mean, considering the amount of violence you're talking about, only 6 people. I mean, that'll be a big percentage number judging by the population that you have. But really, for as violent as you say that jail is, only 6 people. That's impressive. In April 2024, a 37-year-old man died after being beat up by another incarcerated person. Medical staff found the victim lying at the entrance of the house unit with multiple wounds and covered in blood. The victim was stabbed 20 times with a 9-inch weapon and sustained stab wounds to the head, neck, torso, arms, and legs. What point were you trying to prove? Because you've literally just hurt all of the all of his limbs that could have helped you make money. You're out of control with this. This is such emotional bullshit. Like, why are men so emotional? Because that's stupid. That's like a female who stabbed her husband. I mean, I'm not talking shit, but if you look at it on this paper, it looks like y'all are a bunch of females. It's just, I'm gonna stab this guy because he hurt my feel bads. You don't gotta stab him, punch him in the face. Do like the old mafia used to do. Prove a fucking point, but leave him alive. And every time you see him, beat him up. You know, that's how the gangs got away with a lot of shit. They didn't, they tried not to kill people. They would mostly beat them up or hurt them really bad. But money is money, man. You never kill your money. This is this is so emotional and stupid. This is really stupid. I can't. This guy hurt the feel bad and he dissed my gang. So I'm gonna stab him 20 times in the face and cry the whole time I'm doing it. That is so stupid. Like literally stupid. He would have been more used to you if you would have beat him up every time you saw him until he gave you what you wanted. I mean, I'm not telling you how to crime, but I'm telling you, old school gangsters got away with a lot of shit they got away with by not permanently deleting people from God's YouTube for emotional reasons. It never happened. If they unsubscribed you from God's YouTube, it was a very valid reason. Yep. If you got dead back in those days, people knew exactly why you got dead. They, you guys are doing it wrong. Like, watch Goodfellas. Watch they. And if you look at all the people that they unsubscribed from God's YouTube on there, it was for a valid reason. Like, people knew why. Dude was fucking around being stupid on purpose in front of the cops. And he was, because what was the rule? Don't be flashy, don't buy shit. And what did that guy do? He was flashy and he bought shit. And he was immediately done for because he made everybody look guilty. You don't just go around stabbing people because they hurt your feel bads. That's not how you handle business. It's like watch an actual gang movie. Watch how gangs used to be. And then make your gang accordingly. The real way, not this stupid emotional bullshit. Like, black people, you are not victims. They make you think you're victims. You are not a victim. And you can do things better than white people. You just got to know how white people do it so you can make it better. Look, it's a real thing. And that's how people in history get better. They see what old history did and they do it until they find a way to make it better. Not worse. Democrats make shit worse. Just this is so wrong. I don't understand. But okay. In August 23, a 23-year-old man died when he was stabbed multiple times by one or more incarcerated people, as described above. The victim was found face down on the floor in the day room in a pool of blood with deep lacerations to his upper back and stab wounds to his head, neck, abdomen, back, and arms. So is this the same gang doing that? This is such emotional bullshit. Why? You're not proving a point. Who are you proving a point to? You're killing people. It's not doing anything. Like if you want to prove something, you leave that motherfucker alive and beat him up every time you see him until he gives you what he wants. What are you doing? There is no reason to kill anybody in jail, especially in jail. There's no reason because you could just beat them up when you see them. Just ain't nobody that bad that you gotta kill them in jail. Like, that's stupid. Why would you do that? Because I'm so emotional. You hurt my feelings. So the fuck what? Beat him up. Get out of here. This is bullshit. Okay. In August 23, a 34-year-old man died from strangulation. The victim was found unresponsive in his cell. Why? In 2022, 32-year-old man was found dead in the mental health unit after his cellmate forcibly beat him up. The victim's feet were bound and he had a bloody nose, raccoon eyes, a sign of head trauma. Medical responders reported his body was cold to the touch. This is completely unnecessary, also. Why would you do that? Unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. Okay. And so, okay. In October 22, a 22-year-old man died in the mental health unit after being strangled by a cellmate. The victim was found wrapped in bloody county issue blanket with straps tied around his ankles, knees, waist, chest, and neck. Completely unnecessary. Why? There's no reason. In September 22, a 33-year-old man died after being stabbed by another incarcerated person. The victim had a stab wound between his shoulder and neck and a deep gaping wound above his eyebrow. What is the point of that? Okay. A significant percentage of the homicide victim had one or more serious mental illness. all had been incarcerated for months or years. So then it's just new people coming in the jail killing people. That's also stupid. Okay. Their average length of stay was 253 days, and the longest stay was 654. All six victims were black men. Half the homicides at the jail involved sharpened weapons. You know, I never saw a shank before. When I was in jail, nobody had a shank. Nobody had a shank. It wasn't violent. Bitches didn't need to do any of that shit because really, you're all going to be there together. There's no reason to go around hurting each other because you could just spread rumors about each other. I don't know, but again, it's like I said, um, damn, it's so long fucking thing. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, a significant percentage of the homicide victim had one or more serious mental illness. Okay, the 253 days, you can't be there for more than 600 days. And this guy was in there for 50 days more. And all six victims were black. Half the homicides involved sharpened weapons. That's right. And all six victims were black because, no offense, but most of Fulton County is black. And a lot of black people commit crimes because they're over emotional. Though black men, it seems like, are over emotional, and that's probably why they're in jail. Doing over emotional things like stabbing people fucking 20 times in the face. Who does that? Why? What is the point of that? You're not proving a point. You're just showing people how you can get yourself locked up longer. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? I'm not thinking. Well, then don't do anything. If you're not thinking about it, don't do it. Okay. So here we go. Assaults and stabbings with man made shanks are a feature of life at the jail. In May 24, four incarcerated people entered another man's cell, stabbed him 8 times in his sleep. Why? Why? What is the point of this? What are you trying to prove? Because it's not proving anything. Again, it's proving how you know to give yourself more charges, how to make it really hard to not find you not guilty. It's still, I don't see the point of any of this. Okay. Days before the April 24th stabbing of another incarcerated man, Uh, he did not seek medical treatment for 10 hours because of ongoing threats on his life. One of the 23 homicide victims were injured in three previous stabbings in jail. What are you trying to prove with that? Like, what? What are you trying to fucking prove? You don't even know what you're trying to prove when you do emotional bullshit like this. I don't know. Just people are fucking crazy. I don't even know. But okay. According to sheriff reports in 23, there were 1,000 assaults on incarcerated people, 314 stabbings. In 23, the rate of stabbings in jail was 1.5 times the rate of stabbings in New York City jails, more than 27 times the rate of all incidents involving weapons in Miami Dade, and the jail has had as many stabbings in a single month as the Miami Dade jails, one which which house 1.5 more times people all year. See, that's what I'm saying because there's not a lot of this stuff. And like any jail, because the rules are universal, it has to be the same. Which it it's the craziest shit I have ever heard. I don't know. But it's the absolute craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. And like I said, prison is one of the most it it's the funnest place I have ever been. I don't want to go back there, but if they ever had to send me back there, I would not be mad about it. For sure, would not be mad about it. Hold on. No, it won't work. Oh, never mind. I forgot. I have the wrong camera on. But anyway, I just this whole it's all crazy to me. I don't get it. And I don't under like all the prison rules are the same. How did they get away with this? They have to be paying somebody off to be able to get away with this shit for so long. And I know Johnny Cash wrote about the Fulton County Jail. And I know if you look into the laws of Georgia, they're very racist. And they are all about making things hard for the black man. Like, they can give you evidence the day before trial starts. They don't even have to give you anything until right before trial starts. So you can't even make a good defense for your client, which is one of the reasons why that bimbo with the gaping vagina, uh, why she tried to go after Trump and Thug at the same time because she don't have to give them discovery because she wants all of them in jail because she's hoping to take all the money from them and spend it on that rockin' retard Nathan Wade. Anyway, which she already did with Young Thug's money. That's gonna be fun. Ashley Merchant's gonna have the most amazing time trying to sort out that mess. And it's like, I'm so glad I can't do math because, man, that'd be such a daunting task. Anyway, anyway, I do want to thank you for watching. I want to ask you, please press like and subscribe and come back tomorrow morning because I do my bivlay, my biblay videos in the morning. We giggle with God a hell of a lot, and it is fun. So you can come join us in the morning. And in the early evening, we do animal videos. I have raccoons and cats, and there's a couple dogs in the neighborhood. I'm gonna start taking pictures of them also. Um, and then at night I do live streams. Right now we're discussing Fulton County and what's happening here. But normally I do some kind of American document and a founding father. I do them at the same time. I'll read about a founding father and then we read whatever American document we come up with that day. So feel free to join me there. Thank you for stopping by. Press like and subscribe. And if you happen to be watching me on Facebook, go to my YouTube and subscribe. I think in the video below this one is an actual YouTube video. So you just hit that YouTube video and subscribe. It would be so awesome. I have gotten some new subscribers and I am so happy about that. So if you happen to be a new subscriber and you watch this far, thank you for subscribing. Make sure you come back tomorrow morning because we have a great fucking time. So, anyway, I love you so much. Goodbye.